everyone. I hope y'all are having a great day. It's been a really long time since I've done this. There have been, a number of changes. Oh my god, I don't even know where to start. Since last posting on this channel, I have aged a number of years, gained a number of pounds, lost probably many, many brain cells. I have a different job. Namely, I have a job. I'm earning like a salary for the first time, even though it's a resident salary. I got a cat. This is Percy, and he is named after Percy Jackson. I am no longer living in Texas, although of course I'm a Texas girl at heart. I'm doing my residency in DC, so what am I missing? Oh, actually, maybe like the most exciting thing. I am getting my book published. The funny thing is that I actually chronicled writing the first draft on this channel. I made like a number of Camp NaNoWriMo videos back in, I guess, like the summer of 2020. And that was actually when I wrote the majority of this book that is coming out next year. It's coming out May 13th, 2025. So it's coming out at the end of my intern year of residency, even though it's a book that I wrote before I even started medical school. Hopefully I still remember how to do this stuff. My book cover looks like this. I think it's super cute. I think it's very, very beautiful. It just feels very like sentimental and thoughtful, if book covers can convey those feelings. It was designed by an Asian American cover designer named Jessie Gang, and then the illustration was done by a Korean artist named Shihan. And my agent is Korean American and my editor is Cambodian American. So like every step of the process, it's really been like an Asian team, which I think is really exciting because that is like a lot of the heart of the book. The cover is out. The release date is May 13th of next year. You can pre-order it on Amazon or like Barnes & Noble. Yeah, it's gonna be like a real thing, which is really surreal because I wanted to write a book since I think I was in elementary school. It's also like embarrassing, it's embarrassing to have something as personal as like your own art be out in the world. Like, I don't know if people who produce public art are just very brave or a little bit narcissistic. It's probably both. It's very strange because it's in some ways like a dream come true, but in other ways it is very nerve-wracking and very like anxiety inducing to know that literally anybody will have the ability to read what I've written and like form an opinion on it. But besides all of that, really the overwhelming feeling is I'm so lucky. Every step of the publishing process has such an astonishing amount of luck just to be able to get to the next step. So it's like you want to believe that it's all about talent or merit or something like that, but really a lot of it is just like good timing. Like ultimately I just feel very lucky. Like I feel very, very, very lucky to have had somebody read my writing and think that this was worth their time and investment. Yeah, it's a huge update in my life. So yeah, I wanted to let y'all know because this is where I found so much like bookish community. It felt right to share here. In all honesty, I really don't see myself going back to online book reviewing, which is like a really sad thing to say because I feel like this channel was a huge part of my life for a really, really long time, which is why I wanted to keep people in the loop. Oh, and you know what? I don't think I even said what this book is about. The book is called ELIZA from Scratch. It's a young adult book, as you might have guessed. I feel like it really rides the line between being like a romantic comedy, but also a coming of age story. It's basically about this girl named ELIZA who's in her senior year of high school, and she accidentally gets enrolled into this culinary arts elective, and she's used to being like the top of the class, very go-getter, ambitious kind of attitude. And for the first time in her life, she's in a class at school where she actually is the worst person in the classroom. And the summer before her senior year starts, her maternal grandmother passes away in Korea. And so ELIZA's mother has really been mourning this loss, and there's kind of like this emotional distance between her and her daughter. So ELIZA uses her grandmother's Korean recipes not only to like do better in her culinary arts class, but also try to get a little bit closer to her mom and just try to kind of understand who this person even was and what this culture is about, and gets to be there and support her mom in a way that's like unique and surprising to them. So yeah, it's a lot about food, it's a lot about cooking. It's also kind of like my personal love letter to being like a second generation immigrant and feeling connected to this heritage, but also feeling very awkwardly distant from it at times. And it's a story that, I believe in, so I hope other people will read it and believe in it too. I can't really vouch for like the quality of this book. I would never be so silly to say like, oh, this could be somebody's new favorite book. The thing that I can vouch for is that I'm somebody who really hates to read my own writing in the same way that I would absolutely never watch any of the videos I've made before because I'm not a masochist. It's sometimes really difficult to read something that you've written many years ago, but even so, having written most of this story before I even started medical school and then revisiting it as a third-year medical student and like still seeing something there, like there was still something there that I kind of wanted to excavate and turn into something maybe worth reading. I think that's probably the strongest evidence I can give as to like how I feel about the story. I think that's it, actually. I'll leave all the links to this book, the page on HarperCollins, the Goodreads page, the Amazon link, the Barnes & Noble link. I'm gonna leave all of that in the description. It comes out May 13th, which I know feels like a very, very long time away, but I hope that you're excited for it because I'm really excited for it. So that's it for me. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you'll have a fantastic day and happy reading. Bye.